Hey there, and welcome to the Fit Group. I am so excited to have you join, and I hope that this is an awesome and fun experience for you, and that you really dug down deep and found your why, and really hold that close in the times that it gets hard to keep going and to stick with your meal plan and your workouts. And just remember that it's not easy for anybody, and we're all in this together. So if you just remember why you're doing this, it will help out just that much more whenever you're feeling like you don't want to do that workout, or you just want to eat that pizza. And there are times when you can just not do that workout and not eat that pizza. And that's the nice thing about it, is there's balance, but there's the times that you need to. And so just commit. And so I wanted to record this video to just walk you through our Beachbody On Demand system and kind of walk you around finding your program materials, your meal plan, and then just quickly take you over to your account page where you can make changes to your shipments and whatnot. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So in order to get access to Beachbody On Demand, you would go to www.beachbodyondemand.com. So you can either access it through the computer, or you can download the app on your smartphone, your tablet, your Roku, your Apple TV, your Fire Stick. And that's typically how I use it, is I will stream it from my iPad if I'm traveling, or I've done it from my phone, but usually I'm streaming it from my Roku or my Fire Stick on my TV at home. But if you want to use your computer, you can access it this way. But just for you to get started, you'll want to access it via computer, because you're going to want to look at the program materials for the program that you're working on. So we've gotten into Beachbody On Demand. I'm already signed in, so obviously you'll need to sign in. And now you can see here, this is your Netflix of workouts. There are a ton of programs. This is just the home page with some of the more popular ones. But if you click on this drop down right here under workouts, you can see that there are different program intensities, different workout lengths, program types. And so if you were just looking for a workout to get in under 30 minutes and you wanted something intermediate, or you wanted something cardio, you can always come in here and filter. But for the purpose of this group, you should be picking one program and sticking with that program for the whole time, because that is how you will see optimum results. So either we've already talked about which program you'll be doing, or if you still need to decide, now is the time to kind of scroll through and really take a look at what each program has to offer. So let's go ahead and start with Lift 4. This is the program I'm actually doing right now. When you click on it, it takes you into the program, and now you can see all of the different workouts. So this one actually has different workouts for all 8 weeks. So there's week 1, and here's your 4 workouts, and then week 2, and so on and so forth. You can even see details about each one, if you'll need weights or not. So that is really awesome. The other thing you're going to want to look at is program materials. So this is where you'll find your calendar, your weight tracker for this particular program. You want to track your weights, your nutrition guide. If you're a vegan, there's a vegan guide. He even has a playlist on here because there's no music on this actual program. I just play my own music. So each program has its own program materials. So you're going to want to make sure that when you choose which program you're doing, that you go in and check out the program materials and print off everything that you need. If you're still looking around at which program you want to do, you can always click on the programs and then just click overview, and it'll kind of show you the length of the program, how long the workouts are, what the main component is, and the level. So very helpful. And if you have any questions, definitely feel free to ask me. Okay, so up here, there's also some other categories like nutrition, community, blog. These are just great places that you can go to find other resources like for recipes or Shakeology or just different articles and that kind of thing. Okay, so once you have figured out your program, you've gone in, you've looked at everything under the program materials, and you feel very comfortable with it. That is whenever you are ready to, kind of start doing your meal planning and whatnot. One of my favorite resources I mentioned in the welcome packet is, let's see, I think I might have to search for it. All programs. So right here, if you click all programs, it'll take you to all of them. And there are hundreds of different workouts. It just goes and goes. Okay, Fixate right here. So if you click on Fixate, this is so if you receive those little color-coded portion containers with your pack, this is kind of like a cooking show and cookbook that goes along with that. If you're not using those containers, or if you don't have them, you still are able to use these recipes, but it kind of goes off of those containers, which is really nice. So what you can see here is we have all the videos, and they're broken out by like breakfast, entree, and whatnot. But so that's if you actually want to watch them making it. I like to go to program materials and go to recipes, and then open the recipe list. And this is laid out more like a cookbook. And so if you go down here, a lot of times I'm looking for like some kind of dinner recipe, maybe like something that has the right containers and that my family might like. And what I love about this is that you can click on something. Let me find something like a dinner recipe here, or there's breakfast and sides and all kinds of things. Okay, so let's say that we wanted to make like these poached eggs with asparagus toast, or we wanted to look at it. You could just click on it and it takes you right to that page. And you can see up here, it shows you which of the containers this counts for, how many it serves, your prep time, and then everything you need. This one has a little 80-day obsession mark on it, just saying that it's 80-day obsession friendly if you're doing that program. It's also vegan. So this is one of my favorite places to go when I am meal planning if I'm looking for something new. But just make sure that when you're meal planning, you always keep it simple. You don't want to make it too complicated. Cook things that you're used to cooking. Make simple things like chicken breast, chicken sausage, ground turkey tacos, spaghetti squash with ground turkey. Just keep it really simple and make lots of it so that you have leftovers and you're not constantly cooking and making things. For me, that's been a huge part of my success. And also make sure you plan for your snacks, because you will be hungry in between meals. And if you don't have something that you already have prepared to go to or know what you're eating, it's easy to just grab something simple, eat off your kids' plates, that kind of thing. Okay, so once you've found your program, you've looked at the program materials, you kind of know what your meal plan looks like, you've started doing your meal planning, etc. If you look through the rest of the packet, you'll see that you will be receiving an invite for the actual FIT group. It's inside an app that you'll download, and I show you on the packet which app that is. So once the group is created, you'll be added to that, and that's where you'll log in your daily workout and shakes, and you can log your weight and your measurements and your photos if you want, and it's just a helpful way to keep track of that. Another helpful app that I mentioned in the welcome packet is the Beachbody nutrition app, and that is an app where you can log what containers you've eaten for the day. So it can kind of help you keep track, like you've eaten 2 reds and 2 greens and 1 yellow, and so this is what you have left. And I found that really helpful when I first started, just for knowing where I was at. So although I planned it out, sometimes I still needed to kind of keep track of it in there to really know what I had left to eat. Okay, so hopefully all of that made sense. The last thing that I wanted to quickly walk through with you is in your Team Beachbody site, which is where you first logged in and created an account. You log in, and under my orders here, which is already kind of pulling up for me right here, my orders, this is where you can change the flavor of your shake or update the shipping date or push it out. I have a lot in here. So you would basically click for details and then scroll down here, and you can see that, so they just sent that to me, so this is not a good example here. Let's try this one. So I can edit the date. If I click edit, I can skip, or I can specify, like maybe I want it to come in the middle of the month and not the beginning of the month. I can also manage it up here to change the flavor. And you can do that for anything that you're signed up on auto shipment for. So if you get the beach bars or any of the performance line, you can come in here and you can easily manage it yourself, which is really awesome. Love that. Okay, so if you do have any other questions about anything at all, please feel free to reach out. The idea is that you're doing all of this and getting prepped and ready before the group starts. If you happen to be watching this and the group is starting really soon, no big deal. Just try to do the best that you can. And, you know, when you have the time to prep, you know, next weekend, just take that time. If you prep every week and shop for what you're eating for your meal plan, you will be guaranteed success. And I promise you will see results. All right, you guys, I'm going to stop sharing, and I hope that was helpful. And I am super excited to rock this fit group with all of you.